Hi, my name is Eric. I'm a grad student in historic maritime archaeology at the University of West Florida. I really like anthropology specifically because it gives a voice to people that wouldn't necessarily need to have a voice or necessarily wanted to have a voice or could even have a voice through time. And this gives me an opportunity to tell a story that hasn't been told and to see things that haven't been seen in 500 years, 600 years. And underwater archaeology gives me a chance to even branch out from that and get very specific and live an adventure that I never thought possible growing up. And eventually I hope to be a part of a preservation and conservation attempt and effort throughout the United States and throughout the world in order to help preserve and identify our cultural resources that are limited resources. We are not, they aren't unlimited. We can't all of a sudden create a 1559 shipwreck. So I want to become part of a field that helps preserve our cultural heritage and identify that. So if I go towards a private sector, identifying these to protect them from oil pipeline projects, or go into a government agency that helps identify and protect these wreck sites or these potential prehistoric underwater sites, I can do that. Some typical courses that graduate students take in this type of program would be research design, cultural resource management laws and practice. We have historical archaeology seminars. We have underwater archaeology seminars. We have a supervisory field school. So my experience as a graduate student working with classes that are more roundtable discussions, working together with other graduate students to develop the content in the classroom. Now, as far as research goes, I've had some wonderful experiences working in the Gulf of Mexico. Offshore, I've worked with World War II shipwrecks sunk by German U-boats in 1942. And I had an opportunity, a very unique opportunity, to be able to investigate and develop a research topic and develop National Register capabilities and eligibility requirement arguments and research questions based on my experience offshore. My favorite part about doing underwater archaeology is that it's a constant adventure. It's a constant expansion of who I am and what I know in an engineering sense, in a mathematical sense, in a just a human sense. And it's just overall enriching in the amount of things that I'm able to learn and to know through time. The hardest part about being a grad student in this program is the amount of time and dedication and a lot of perseverance, really, to get things done. You have to really want to do what you do in this program. It takes a lot of overtime, it takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of volunteering, and it takes a lot of putting your pride aside. So something that I wish somebody would have told me or helped prepare me for before starting grad school was the change in workload and responsibility from undergrad to grad school. It was intense. It was a huge change. Going from what is expected as an undergrad nowhere near compares to what was expected as a graduate student. And trying to develop myself in that change was a pretty big task, but once you get over that hurdle, you're pretty much ready for anything. Now, advice that I would give somebody who's thinking about getting into the field is to really know that you want to do this. It is a field that you have to know you want to do it. You're not going to be rich. You're not going to be, you know, the richest person in the world, but you will be physically and mentally and emotionally stronger and wealthier by far with the experience and the passion that you get out of this career.